Hey guys, welcome back to the Desert Wine Guy. So today I have a Chardonnay to review, actually a Peju Chardonnay to review. Way before I started this whole Desert Wine Guy thing, when I first took my trip to Napa Valley, didn't know anything about wine, okay? And one of the wineries that I cut my teeth on, so to speak, was the Peju Winery. Okay, it's located in Rutherford, the Napa Valley. And to me, it's always had a special place in my heart. The Peju, being where I live here in Central Florida, is actually not an easy winery to come by. There is a place out here, fairly big wine / alcohol type place, but they don't carry Peju. They also don't carry a couple of my favorite wineries. So I have to drive to Gainesville, Florida, in order to go to a Total out there, Total Wine and Total Wine. By the way, if you hear heavy breathing, it's my dog, so don't freak out. That's where I got Peju, or you can get Peju. But this particular bottle I got from a place called Last Bottle. If you go to my blog, desertwineguy.blogspot.com, you'll see a review I did there. And I ask you guys to completely read the review, okay? Because the review started off kind of like so-so, but it ended up being a lot better at the very end, okay? Things were almost kind of like, I would say, clarified at the end, as they changed at the end. So, yeah, anyway, so I paid $22. No, I'm sorry. I paid $15 for the bottle of the 2022 Peju Legacy Collection Chardonnay. Here's the label for these guys. Very nice looking, very presentable bottle. So, for 15 bucks for a Napa Valley winery, what do you get? Okay. Well, this is the Legacy Collection that Peju puts out, and I didn't know anything about it since I really, honestly, haven't had Peju for a while. From what I'm gathering, the Legacy Collection is kind of like a mix of different vineyards. For instance, as you know, for example, this one is 71% of the grapes came from Sonoma County. Doesn't say where, doesn't say what vineyards. 29% came from Napa County. Okay, so anytime I see something like that, that kind of leads me to believe this is their lower end of wine. However, being the lower end of wine, Peju still is not playing games with the stuff they put out, okay guys? So let me go ahead and go through my notes. Okay, so the very first thing that I got here, and that totally dominates the wine, is there's like a an oaky, toasty note to the wine. Now, I know for a lot of Chardonnay fans who kind of shy away from that oaky, toasty type note, and I completely agree with you. I like a more clean Chardonnay, more minerality driven Chardonnay. However, I have to say that the presentation as far as the oaky, toasty type note here really is done very nicely. Okay, while it is the mainstay type note and everything else kind of like rides on that note, it's not overdone. It's not blasted in your face at all. Okay, it's and I think that has a lot to do with the way the other notes come across as well. They kind of try to get together and form like an attack on that oaky toasty note. Well, they're not successful at overcoming it. They are successful at taking it down just a hair. Okay, if that makes any sense to you guys. So there is a lemony type note here. A hint of green pear. Again, the lemony type note is a little bit more forward than the green pear, but the green pear is like an underlining note as well, kind of like, okay, I'm getting that, I'm picking that up, that's really nice. There's a sort of a tang to the wine, almost like a lemony tang, but that lemony note is also kind of toned down a bit, so it's not a sharp lemony note. There is no butteriness to the wine, thank goodness. So because that's to me that's one thing that's definitely going to kill a Chardonnay for me. There's almost like a key lime type note here as well that you pick up starting just prior to mid palate, and it's really nice. The finish is very clean. There's also a slight jasmine note here that you pick up also coming just prior to mid palate, and there's a very slight salinity to it as well. But the salinity is something that you actually have to think about, like, oh, what was that? Oh, okay, that's a salinity note. You guys ever drink a wine and the wine makes you think? The wine makes you think like, well, hold on, what is that? Oh, okay, I get it now, yeah. Well, that's kind of how that salinity note is here. So let me backtrack a little bit. So the wine comes in at 13.5%. I gotta tell you guys, I'm really impressed here. Okay, the wine is gonna hit 94 points for me, so it's gonna make it to the cellar here. And I was lucky enough to buy 4 bottles of the wine at 15 bucks a piece. Peju, you have to go for it. Okay, anytime you can get anything from Peju for $15, guys, I highly recommend you jump on it, and jump on it in numbers. Okay, so. You know, let's try this again here. Yeah, see the nose is is fruity, and it would lead you to believe that the wine itself is going to be like a over the top type fruity wine, but it's not. I promise you, it's not. I think the acidity, the toasty, oaky type note really pulls this wine up. If not for those 2 notes, this wine wouldn't be anything special, wouldn't be worth recommending to you guys. But the wine is not available anymore on Last Bottle, unfortunately. However, I'm pretty sure it will come back up at some time. So I do recommend you check out Last Bottle. That's what it's called, Last Bottle. And what they do is they post 1 wine a day. And see, I'm the type of person that likes to research things. So if you look at Last Bottle's website and you check out the wine they're posting for today, and you check the prices out elsewhere, you're going to be like, well, this got to be a scam. Okay, that's how good the prices are. Now, I'm not getting anything for these comments on Last Bottle, guys. Nothing. I paid full price for the wine. They're giving me nothing. They're promising me nothing. Okay, but I want you guys to check out the website, because I want you guys also to be able to have some great deals on wine. Okay. Anyway, this isn't about Last Bottle, but I just wanted you guys to know about that. So I don't know if I mentioned it's kind of like a semi-brightness to the wine. It's a semi-brightness, not a full-blown minerality type brightness to it. It's like it's not a French Chard, okay? So don't think it is, but that semi-brightness is enough again to help elevate this wine into the 94 point category. So that is going to be my review for this wine on the Desert Wine Guy rating scale. I'm going to put the wine at 94 points. 3 bottles are going to make my cellar. If you come across the wine and it's reasonably priced, I highly recommend you get a few bottles of it, as I think you will really enjoy it. So that's about it, guys. If you like the video, please like the video on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. And also check out my wine blog, okay? desertwineguy.blogspot.com. There's a lot of reviews that I will do that I will not make on video. I'll just write them out and put them down. And I think you'll enjoy that as well. I think you'll get a kick out of that blog spot too. There's a lot of educational stuff on there as well as far as wine goes. So that's it, guys. Thanks for checking out the Desert Wine Guy, and I'll speak to you guys later.